Hello everyone, JDev, creator of the JDev Entertainment Network, has returned once again to give you precisely what you want, which of course would be more of me, because I'm in such high demand and quite frankly, I'm all you're going to need, especially with the coronavirus pandemic. Giving everybody another UFC related video. I'm going to be talking about UFC 249, but I'm also going to be talking about some UFC related stuff that's happened in the past, couple weeks. But before I do that, it's important, if you could, to take the time, it only takes a minute or two, go ahead and give this video a like, share the video, leave me a comment, and that can be anything. That can be fights that you want to see, favorite fights of all time, favorite fighters, best rankings for a certain division or divisions, anything you got. And last but not least, make sure you hit that sub button and subscribe to the channel and join the team. All those things help me out, and of course, it's greatly appreciated. So, UFC 249 is just around the corner, but before I talk about that, obviously I want to address the elephant in the room. Well, not literally in this case, but Jon Jones had some more issues. He got another traffic no-no where he was operating while intoxicated, and the reason why they went after him was apparently somebody was shooting their gun off on the empty streets of New Mexico, Albuquerque. Apparently that wasn't Jon, or it hasn't been proven that it's Jon, because he did have a gun in the car, but he got a trigger for, being drunk. Everybody's probably seen the body cam footage by now, and then no proof of insurance. So, as far as that whole incident goes, it wasn't super bad. I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong, but Jones apparently got a slap in the hand for that. He pleaded. From what I understand, he's going to get 4 days of house arrest and then mandated counseling for 90 days or 60 days. So nothing, no jail time unless he breaks one of their agreements of the plea. So, I mean, all I can say is right now we don't have a backup plan for something like this that's happened. So Jon Jones, with all of his troubles, maybe this was just too much for him. And we're all going a little stir crazy, but Jon Jones apparently took it to the next level. But I hope Jon, gets past this. From what I hear, as long as he cooperates and does everything that he said he's going to do, he'll be fine as far as legal reasons go. And then I don't think UFC is going to do anything extra. I don't think he's going to be stripped of his title. But it's just another thing of the Jon Jones story that never ends. So hopefully Jon can get his shit together or keep his shit together, and this doesn't happen again. But, Jon, we're here for you. If you need a ride somewhere, talk to your fans. We'll make sure that you get to point A. We'll make sure you get from point A to point B without getting in trouble, if that's what it takes. So, of course, he's going to have that thing in his car, so it shouldn't have an issue anymore in regards to that. So, and then, of course, there's UFC 249 that takes place on April 18th. The former main event for that card was going to be Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson, two guys that are really good in the lightweight division. And now Khabib is stuck in Russia, apparently, so Khabib's off the card. But I'm even more excited about the new fight that's going to happen, because my second favorite fighter currently, and maybe of all time, no, he's probably in the top 5 of all time. Currently, currently, you could argue Justin the Highlight Gaethje is my second favorite fighter on the active roster, guys that are still technically active. I'm really excited about this fight. These guys are going to get at it. Gaethje and Ferguson in an undisclosed location. It's going to be somewhere, and then Dana White's going to have fights on some island in the future, for now, at least until we get past this coronavirus. But this fight card, if it happens, which I'm a little skeptical still, is really stacked, actually, because you've got Jessica Andrade versus Rosa Namajunas. That's going to be a good fight. I'm not particularly into both of those fighters, but they're two good fighters. That's the co-main event. You've got Greg Hardy on the card. I could care less about him. You've got Jeremy Stevens fighting. The prelim, is, according to what ESPN has right now, the prelim main event is Francis Ngannou versus Jairzinho Rozenstruik. That's going to be a good fight, I think. If you've never heard of Rozenstruik, he's kind of a powerhouse guy like Ngannou, but it seems like he can go 5 rounds. Might not have the exact power Ngannou has, but just ask. Why don't you talk to Alistair Overeem and see who has more power, Francis Ngannou or Rosenstrike? Because they both have highlight reel knockouts against Alistair Overeem. And Rosenstrike was like with 5 seconds left to go in the fight, and Ngannou was in the first round. So I'm really excited about that fight, as well as Uriah Hall versus Jacare Souza. I think that's going to be a good fight. I think it could be a good fight. So I'm really excited about this Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson fight. I'm not going to give any predictions right now. Obviously, I want Justin Gaethje to win, but it's going to be crazy, and it's for the interim UFC lightweight championship. So, whew, I'm excited. As far as social distancing goes, anybody who wants to see that fight that I know, you can come on over and we'll work out where people sit so we're not too close to each other and wipe down everything and disinfect everything. That's already been done millions of times. But I am super stoked about that, and I will be getting that assuming the card takes place. But I got to hand it to guys like Dana White and Vince McMahon. They're the only people that are essentially running their businesses right now, where all the other sports are like, well, we can't do anything. And that'll get the rest of the sports to go, well, let's do it. Why the hell did they have to cancel March Madness? They could have had it during the summer. I mean, you could have had it in July. It would have been July Madness, but I don't know. But Gaethje versus Ferguson for the UFC interim lightweight championship. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited. So make sure you leave your thoughts on this particular card. Anything Jon Jones related. I know Jon Jones has done a lot of shit that he doesn't really get in trouble for. Like, he gets in trouble, but he somehow, some way gets like the least amount of punishment. But leave your comments, anything you want to talk about, and I will address them all. And of course, J-Dub will be back again soon with another. Peace.